Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Septia Rahayu. Here I will explain a little about the cost of goods ordered. Well, let's get straight to the point. The definition is, cost of goods sold is a method of collecting production costs, used to determine the cost of a product in a company that produces goods or services based on special orders. This method calculates the production costs for each order separately, not in bulk or in a continuous process. Then there are the characteristics of cost of goods sold, namely, the production process is intermittent and depends on the orders received. Products are made according to different specifications and shapes according to orders. Production costs are recorded in detail for each order. Total production costs are calculated after the order is completed. The cost per unit is calculated by dividing the total production cost by the number of units in the order. Usually using normal costs, actual costs of raw materials and direct labor, and overhead costs at predetermined rates. Finished products can be stored or directly handed over to the customer. Then there are the cost components in cost of goods sold, namely, direct raw materials, the cost of materials that are directly used in making the product, direct labor, wages of workers directly involved in the order production process, factory overhead costs, indirect costs such as electricity, machine depreciation, and other factory costs allocated to each order using a predetermined overhead rate. Next there is the calculation of the order cost using the formula. The order cost is equal to the total order production cost divided by the number of order units. Then next are the objectives and benefits of order costs, namely determining selling prices, helping companies set the right selling price based on the actual production costs of each order. Cost control, facilitating monitoring and controlling production costs so as not to exceed the budget. Cost estimation, providing accurate cost estimates to customers before orders are made. Performance measurement, assessing production efficiency and cost performance per order so that process improvements can be made. Here are examples of its application. Manufacturing companies that produce goods based on special orders, custom-made. Service industries such as printing, construction, consulting, and legal services that work on projects per client. SMEs that produce products according to customer requests. Then the conclusion, job order costing method is very effective for companies that produce goods or services based on specific orders. This method allows detailed and accurate recording of costs for each order, making it easier to determine selling prices, control costs, and make appropriate managerial decisions. This material can be developed with case examples and calculation illustrations to clarify the concept in the presentation.